Thinking about an electric SUV? Don't buy one until you've seen what Volkswagen is doing with the 2026 ID.4. It seems like they finally fixed everything that was wrong with the original. The Volkswagen ID.4 has been around for a bit, and while it's been a solid choice, it never really felt exciting. It was practical, but it had some major flaws that held it back. Well, for 2026, Volkswagen is building on the huge changes they made in 2025. This isn't a brand new car, but the upgrades are so big it almost feels like one. They've turned the ID.4 into a real competitor. Let's be honest, the old ID.4 had two big problems. It was pretty slow, and the technology inside was just frustrating to use. If you wanted to pass someone on the highway, you really had to plan for it. And trying to change the temperature or volume at night was a nightmare. It felt like VW made a good electric car, but forgot about the driver experience. But it looks like they've listened to all the complaints. First, let's talk about the power, because this is a massive change. The 2026 model keeps the new German-built motor from 2025, and it's a beast. If you get the rear-wheel drive model with the bigger 82 kilowatt-hour battery, the horsepower jumps to 282. That's 81 more horsepower than the old car. Even better, the torque is now 402 pound-feet. That's a 75% increase. This completely changes how the car feels to drive. It's going to be so much quicker and more responsive. The all-wheel drive models get a power boost too, up to around 335 horsepower. So now the ID.4 has the power to match its looks. Even with all that new power, the range has actually improved. The new motor is more efficient, so the model with the big battery can now go about 291 miles on a charge. The all-wheel drive version gets around 263 miles. This keeps it competitive with all the other electric SUVs out there. Now for the second biggest problem, the interior. Volkswagen has completely overhauled the tech inside. That old small screen is gone. Now every single ID.4 gets a new, bigger 12.9-inch screen as standard. The software is updated and way easier to use. The climate controls are now always at the bottom of the screen, so you don't have to search through menus anymore. And you know those touch sliders for the volume and temperature that were impossible to see in the dark? They are now backlit. Finally! It's a small change, but it makes a huge difference. They also got rid of that weird twist knob gear shifter. It's been replaced with a normal stalk on the steering column, just like in the new ID.7 and ID. Buzz. It's a much more familiar and simple design. The steering wheel buttons have been changed to be easier to use, and even the air vents have a new design. If you go for the higher-end S Plus model, you now get ventilated front seats and a premium Harman Kardon sound system. So what does this all mean? It means the 2026 ID.4 is the car it should have been from the start. Volkswagen took the biggest complaints, the weak power and the frustrating tech, and they fixed them. This isn't just a minor update, it's a serious upgrade that makes the ID.4 more powerful, easier to use, and just a much better electric SUV. It's finally a car that is ready to take on the best of the best.